Am I live now? I want to paint. Tell me I'm live. It looks like I'm live. Yes. Okay. Just so you know, I'll take this ear out. I've never gone live before. I was stressed out. Let's see. I don't know if you can see me. I was a little bit stressed out, so I decided to throw some paint on a canvas to feel better. I don't know what I'm painting. I'm just grabbing colors and going for it. So whatever happens, happens. There's no background music, so I don't know what's allowed or not. So you'll just hear a lot of scraping on the canvas. I apologize for that. All right, so thank you for watching if you are. Maybe give me a comment so I know what the heck I'm doing. All right, thanks. All right. And here we go. I'm going to try to watch it on my... Oh, God. Anyway, here we go. What I did is I put gold down first, because that's the first color I had. And just kind of like blended that in. Then I threw yellow down. I used yellow medium from Master's Touch. I used a little bit of boiled linseed oil. It's old. I don't know if it's any good. I put it in a shot thing. And then here I've got, like, this is my palette. Got some gold. This orange is like dry, so I didn't like use that. I keep getting white all over me. This is an old cigar box. I use this old cigar box someone gave me. I don't know who painted it. It wasn't me, but it's pretty cool. And I just open it up and put a piece of glass in. You can see that. And then I scrape it with my scraper when I'm done. But now, let's paint. Okay, so here we go. This was supposed to be the white one. This is the gold one. So I'll try to keep my brushes straight here. This is so weird. Ugh. I'm trying to get this on my... And I always use cloth to wipe my brushes if I get too much paint on them. Especially if it's the wrong color. And why am I not seeing? I'm trying to watch this. Hello? On my own freaking thing so I can see any comments that come up. But my camera's up there, so I'm going to look every couple minutes. Here, I'm just mixing the yellow. Like I said, I had an emotional episode. Artists aren't always the most stable people on earth, and I'm definitely one of those non-stable artists. I'm going to say artists instead of just people, because there's a lot of people that aren't artists that are highly anxious. And you can take your anxiety out in so many different ways. Why do I keep using this for my gold? Okay, I'm going to stick it in my paint thing right now, kind of clean it off. This is my little jar I've had for like 1,000 years of paint thinner, and I use a non-odorous paint thinner. Alright, so it's been, what, how long have I been live and no painting yet? Alright, bear with me, guys. So this is my white one. I'm out of white. I used the last little bit on something else. And if I could get my face on here as well as my painting, I would do that. For now, let's just enjoy like doing whatever we feel like. So as I said, I used some gold, Master's Touch, medium yellow, or yellow medium, and white. And then this looked pretty cool to me. It's a alizarin red, or it could be alizarin crimson, whatever you want to call it. So right now I'm blending the white up into the yellow. I have nothing holding my canvas, so yes, I'm going to get paint all over my hands. And just kind of go like that. And I really like this point, pull, point, pull, point, pull effect. It kind of makes me feel like it's grass, like golden grass or something like that. All right, clean the brush. There's a lot of brush cleaning. Oil paints. You don't want to get them too muddy. Muddy is bad. Oh, hey. Oh, hey, I see you guys commenting. I have to stand up and over my phone. But thank you. You guys are awesome. Strawberry Cow, hi. Tito, hello. And what am I making? Hell if I know. We'll see when it's done. So here's my paint jar, my gold. It'll be beautiful, whatever it is, it's going to be beautiful. And picking a perfect brush. This is actually something you can keep spaghetti in, but I use it as a brush holder. And I'm just going to pick out a nice brush for my red. All right, I think this one will be good. And I'll put the rest in the spaghetti holder. You guys are awesome for watching me. I really appreciate it. Very cool. And you're drawing random? That's awesome. Is it Ditch? Love? Thank you so much. And drawing random is amazing. I'd love to see some of your things. All right, so right now I can't see your comments, but I'll come back up and read them because I'm just going to paint. And as you can see, I'm being very klutzy. Yeah, so here's the red. Got a little bit of paint thinner on my brush, which I just squeezed onto the canvas. I didn't even squeeze it onto my palette because I wanted to have a nice bunch of paint to play with no goal, really, other than color. Color is something that I really, really love. I'll show you some of my mermaid paintings. I have a lot of mermaid paintings. I have a sunset I painted recently. I'll show you that in just a second. Look at that beautiful color. Beautiful alizarin crimson, alizarin red, whatever you want to call it. It's just beautiful. And why am I painting the sides? That's so I can get more paint on my hands. Ha ha ha. That's one of the joys of painting. It shows you're a true artist if you have paint on your hands or clothes or anywhere. Sometimes I get it all over my legs. All right, that's good for now. Look at that beautifulness. Okay, so I've got a lot of paint on my brush. I'm going to scrape a little bit off here and just kind of lightly go over it a little bit. And I'm just kind of going in lines. Now what I'm going to do is take my, what I'm calling my white brush that I blended earlier, the white up into the yellow and into the gold. And now I'm going to take my white and bring it down into my red. Look at that. It's going to change it to this beautiful pink. Beautiful. I mean, color is what the world's all about to me. And if you can't have color in your life, laughter is good too. You gotta have laughter. Anyone got a good joke they want to share? Well, that's always awesome. I love jokes. I was listening to John Cougar Mellencamp earlier. It was a fun song. So now my white brush is red, and my red brush is red. Look at all that paint on there. And my gold brush is still gold. Alright, let's make something pretty. I'm going to use my gold brush because it's small. Let's get some of this paint off. I'm going to check your comments out. I'm really excited to see. And yeah, I do sunsets. In fact, here, I'll show you a sunset. And what was your, what was your name? I lost you. Here we go. Crawling over my desk. Ugh. I do live in Florida. Here's one of the sunsets I painted previously. I don't know if you can see that. There's probably not a lot of light. Let's try that. Little window light. There we go. Isn't that pretty? We used a lot of color here, and it just kind of happened for me. So that was awesome. Let's see. Type in artist. Okay. Beautiful red. I'm glad you liked it. I can't see your name because light. Tito, is that you? Tito? And Strawberry Cow, beautiful. Beautiful reds. All right. I think if you subscribe to me, I'd be very grateful. It's been very scary going online for the first time in my life because I'm a very private person. My son encourages me a lot. He plays a lot of video games. Can you make one with Pirates of the Caribbean? Oh, Strawberry Cow. Good luck. That's awesome. All right. So I'm thinking that I'm going to do beautiful. I'm trying to use just these three colors, but now that I'm here, one of my favorite colors is phthalo green and phthalo blue. This is Viridian. It looks pretty nice. I'm going to try this color. It's a dark green. I'm just going to plop a little here and plop a little there. And this is a Grumbacher paint. Had it forever. Alright, should we grab another brush? Let's see how many brushes we can use. I've got so many, I might as well use them. Okay, so here I've got some more of my paint thinner on my brush because I like to have a thinner paint, and that's very thin. If you get too much paint thinner, you can always dab it off with a cloth. There goes my voice, woohoo! And, you know, you just kind of like grow your painting and just love your painting. You just gotta love what you do. I think this will be a sunset after all. We're just gonna make this little palms. You know, it's like everybody you have to use your imagination on what you want. And all we have is our imagination. It gets us through life. I don't know, what do you guys do to get through life? Got any awesome ideas there? My camera is this upside down? Oh, who's this? Is it Dick or Ditch? D-I-C-H? I'm gonna say Ditch. You're amazing. I hope you make your YouTube channel big one day, and I'll be a long-time fan. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. How awesome. Appreciate that. And well, let's see, what else do we have up here? Let's see. Tip, if you make a sun, you should start with a white circle. Yes, that's a good point. Absolutely. But as I said, I was having an anxiety attack. I had to get out some of my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to bring the green down here. Why? Because I feel like it. And I'm going to add a little bit of green hints in here. And just a bit. See, I'm turning all of my brushes into red. Has anyone else painted with oils before? Oils are an excellent way to blend. I used to paint with always acrylics, but when I learned oils from this awesome teacher, I just started painting a lot of things in oil. Here's another one I did for your pleasure, a nice beautiful flamingo. That one was planned out. I really enjoyed it too. It's nice and colorful. I can't make the Pirates of the Caribbean right now. No, I would have to plan that one out. Green, strawberry cow, green. Yes, I did throw some green in. That's awesome. All right, so now Viridian is, I've noticed it's very transparent. So I'm going to pull another green. I've got my little thing of green paint here. I try to separate it into like oranges, purples, violets, greens, reds. And here's a pretty one. Permanent light green. Let's try that one. I think it's going to be amazing. Ooh, pretty. Look at that one. It's nice and bright. Normally I don't just throw paint on the canvas. Normally I'll have it in my palette and then I'll mix it first. But I was so stressed out today that I just really just had to just do something to remedy that and feel better, including this video. So you guys are troopers for watching this with me. I'm getting a little bit of muddiness. Just gonna kind of dab things up a little bit. And always keep your brush clean, otherwise you just get a big bunch of mud. If I had more white, I would use it, but I can't seem to find any white. I've got loads of black, loads of brown, and white's probably one of the most important colors because it makes everything blend better and brighter. All right, so this is what we've got so far. What else can we do with this? Any suggestions? Let's see. Where is this? I'm trying to read these at the same time I'm painting. And let's see, how about we do a little bit. Oh, you know what would be cool? You see this color right here? This is what you call spontaneous inspiration. And this brush isn't going to do it, so I'm just going to get a fan brush, I think. I'm just going to take this green, the Viridian, and lightly cross, and it kind of looks like a little bit of ocean water there. And then I'll take my other brush here with the green and bring those palms down. I hope it looks like a palm tree. If it doesn't, that's okay. You know, it can be whatever. Make it into whatever you want it to be. Personally, I'm happy just painting. And if it doesn't work out, you can always smush it around and make it abstract, right? All right, look at all these fun brushes with reds and greens, and I really want to brighten that up. How can I do that without white? I wonder if there is a really awesome, you know what, there is. I'm going to use my yellow that I used earlier and just put a little, you know what, I'm going to put some on my canvas or my palette and some on my canvas. And why is that? Because I'm trying not to mix very heavy paint I use a little bit of a thinner brush here. I think this one got messed up. Alright, thinner brushes, thinner brushes. Back to the brush basin. And here's one. It's not that thin, but I'll use it because this is going to be hopefully not too much longer. And I'm just going to do a little bit of, I don't know if you can see my palette or not, but I'm just kind of putting a little bit of yellow onto my brush with some of the paint thinner. Alright, you guys are so great. I love that you're watching me. And it's a bush, it's a bush strawberry cow. And what else do we have here? If I can catch up to you. Yay, sunset. Who doesn't love a sunset, right? And it just makes things so much more beautiful and calming, especially if you take a walk at night and the sun starts going down when you see all these beautiful colors, you know, while you're out. Hey, Tony! Hi! That's my son, Mr. Jang right there, and he streams live every day, Apex Legends. You can see him on YouTube, Mr. Jang. He's awesome. I think he's a diamond right now. Is that right, Tony? Or Mr. Jang, you're a diamond? And birds. Tito, you want some birds? Okay. Birds in the background. All right, we'll do that. Here we go. I'm going to highlight the grass a little bit first. I drank all my beer, so right now my throat's getting a little sore. I was upset, so I drank some beer. Let's see if we can get this yellow. Check that out. The yellow is going to highlight this grass a little bit better. Got to get some of the blue off. Let's get some more yellow. And just plopping it on. Look at how thick that is. That's normally not me. I'm not a thick painter, but I'm just doing it for now. And I'm feeling better. I know I had a really intense morning. I don't do crowds very well. I used to be great in crowds, but lately, over the years, they just kind of like stress me out. So just tap a little bit here. It's good to add a little color. You know, you don't want everything just one color, so I'm going to grab a little bit of this red and kind of darken up a little bit of the underneath the branches. Make it look a little more branchy. Alright, check that big blob out there. I'm going to do a little dark. And then throw on nothing, because I kind of like it the way it is. Alright. And let's do another thing that's very fun to do is using a palette knife. A palette knife is awesome to use. Oh, I forgot the birds. I will do some birds. Pirates of the Caribbean. Tito, why do you love Pirates of the Caribbean so much? Let me know. All right, I'm back down here, so I can't read. I'll have to get back up there, but I'm going to take a little bit of this and kind of pull some paint across here and there. This is going to give it the illusion of waves. And is this upside down? Because I can't tell. Beautiful red sand. And you can't have a red sand beach without having a little bit of red. I'm going to steal some of that red. And I'm just going to kind of like put a little bit here. And then take one of my brushes. Oh, let's see, which brush should I use? I'm making such a mess here. I didn't plan this out, but You know, you can't always plan things out in life. All right, so I got the red on there. And why do I have red there? Because how do I have a red beach without having red in the sunset? You know, you got to have a little bit of the top to match the bottom, but I do not have enough yellow. And like I said, I ran out of white, so this is my improv. And I will throw the birds in there, Tito, I promise. Can you do a pirate ship in the background? Possibly. Possibly, you've been asking me, so I'll attempt it for you. Sure. Okay. This brush, I know it's kind of reddish, so it might turn into orange, which would be absolutely gorgeous, right? Orange. I'm going to rub some of that red off. Red just dominates. It just dominates. It's a very dominating color. So I'm going to rinse. I'm actually going to clean one of my brushes. And some more yellow here. And kind of, there we go. Check this out. And what am I doing now? I'm just simply adding some color to the sky, constantly cleaning my brush. This is what I usually do before I paint the trees, but like I said, I didn't plan this out really. So now the reason I brought this up like that is so I could blend some of this beautiful gold right into that beautiful red. Like I said, red's very dominating, so you gotta be careful not to get it up where you don't want it. If you're not sure, clean your brush totally. There we go. Ooh, that's blending out nice. My fan brush kind of lost its fan. So now I'm just going to use another brush here. And here we go. Blending is something I really love, which is why I fell in love with oil painting, because it's easy to blend. Let's get a little bit more of that. Pew, pew. Pew. All right, pirate ship. I have a big square there for my palette knife. All right, a pirate ship can be done in black, so it may, Tito, may not be the best pirate ship in the world, but it will be one. I'm just going to use my tiny brush and a little, let's see, a little raw umber. I don't really like using black, it's very intense. This is a very dark color, raw umber. I'll put some right there, not too much, because I don't know what kind of pirate ship you're thinking of. Probably one with a lot of sails, like Pirates of the Caribbean. That does take time to do, but I'll do a tiny one, like off in the distance. And Mr. Jang, are you still there? And all right, let's do a little pirate ship. And I might call it a day for now, because like I said, I have never done live video. If this goes well, I'll do more. All right, now this black hasn't been used for a while, so it's pretty oily and not blended very well. I don't like blending with a brush because it gets up into the bristles area and the glue, but I don't really care. You can always get a new brush, right? All right, so I'm going to pull that down Get a nice thin line. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see, which way should the sails go? Huh. Sails, sails, sails. There we go. Here's a little bit of black. A little bit of sails. Smaller sails. And then you have to have the post. Let's get a little bit thinner here. How am I going to do this straight? I'm all shaky. Give me a second here. Turn this around. Just so I can get more paint on my fingers. The angle that you have your canvas also is important. If you can't get it in one angle, you can do it in another. Let's add a little bit more there. And yeah, this is good. Just thinking of Jack Black. I love that movie. It's really awesome. And Johnny Depp is an amazing actor. This is very thin. Okay. Let's see. Tell me when it starts looking like a boat. Try it again. I'm going to pull a little bit this way. The nice thing too is like Tito and was it Strawberry Cow? I'm looking back up here. Let's see. Yeah. Voice. Yeah, my name is Rachel. You can call me Rachel, Ray Ray, or whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, and the sails are usually pulled down by a little string. And I'm going to have another sail over here. It's going to kind of plop it on and over. And think of Johnny Depp and his black pearl going to find treasure, because we love treasure. This a little bit higher. I would do the skull and crossbones, but obviously this paint is very thick. I didn't plan it out too well. I didn't plan anything out. This is just what happened from my frustration. And I want to do a little bit of shading because when the sun sets, you'll see the shadow of the boat. So we'll do a little bit of the shadow. The black keeps disappearing and turning gray, but that's all right. Things don't always go how we plan on having them. And now that that's there, I'm going to clean this brush off. And just because it's the water, it has movement, so I'm just going to kind of make this a little bit moving. There we go. And birds. I don't have any white, I do have the black. And I'm going to squeeze out, well, it's actually the raw umber. I'm going to squeeze out a little bit more because the first part was very oily. It was kind of old. And I'll throw in a few birds for you. And then I think I might just call it a day. You guys have been so awesome. Thank you for watching and sharing with me your thoughts. If you'd like any advice or a certain time, I could, normally I could do this in the morning or in the evenings. I don't even know what time it is right now. But like after 6, and that's Florida time. Here come the birds, Tito. Wait, whoever asked for the birds, I forgot. And let's see. Don't forget the birds. Yes, Tito. birds. Birds are awesome, and at sunset especially, because for some reason I think birds like to fly into the sunset. Why is that? For our benefit? And where do they go? They just kind of disappear into the sunset, which is pretty cool. So do a little line here, a little line here. This is such thick paint. The rule of oil paint is you go from thin to thick. And I've just been going thick, so it's a little bit more difficult to do that. Is there a little bird there? And maybe one's kind of flying over here. There you go, Tito. Pirate ship. Does it look like a pirate ship? Can I show you a song of the words of Pirates of the Caribbean? Can I show you a song? You can show me whatever you like, as long as it's decent. Okay. So I only have a couple of little birds. And I'm going to need a string to connect this sail. There's a lot of paint on here. I'm lifting it up, getting paint all over me. All right, guys, what do you think? Beautiful pirate ship in the back with the birds. What do you think? There we go. We got the sky can be anything you want it to be. Actually, I might pull some of that red up into the gold a little bit more. Check that out. Woohoo! I cut up t-shirts to wipe my hands on the whole time, like old t-shirts. Some people use paper towels, but you go through too many, and why not repurpose an old t-shirt? This is going to be fun to wash off my hands later. Alright, so I'm going to be brave. I'm taking my big brush, going to clean it nice. And I'm wiping off. It's so dirty. I keep a couple around in case, you know, in case I need it. All right, so I'm going to turn my painting upside down. So when I pull the red up into the gold, it's going to be easier to blend. Oh, I just killed a bird. Let's get a little bit more red. There's so much paint on here, I don't even need a palette. There, ooh, striking. Pull it up. I'm going to flat and then flat and turn, flat and turn, flat and turn, always blending. This seems like a golden red, beautiful, beautiful mix. And you know, if it doesn't turn out when you're painting, or if I'm painting, you can always scrape it off and start again. Or if it dries, you can paint over it and just do a whole new painting right over the top. You don't even have to worry about the old painting. You can just go for it, you know. There we go. All right. And Tito, I'll put that poor dead bird I killed with my sunset. I'll put that back in there for you. I'm just going to pull a little wing up here, a little wing here. Here's one. And a little more black paint. Actually, I keep saying black. It looks black, but it's really burnt umber, which is a dark, dark brown. And there we go. Done, 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 done. Hey, oh, here I'm standing up here looking over the. Oh, look at this! Yay, Tito, we did it! You got your birds and your pirate ship. Love that! Love it! Love it! Love it! Hey, voice the cannon. Say whatever that is you said. Our world shall never die. Right on. All right, let me pick this up so we can have a nice good look at it. And there's our beautiful sunset. It started with just color. Got a hint of trees and some bushes and just beautiful color. That's what our world needs, is just some beautiful color. I feel better now. I'm not so anxious and upset or whatever like I was before, so that's good. I might do this again. have to meet you all here again soon. I'll try and post in advance when I'll be painting. So thank you all for watching. I'm going to try to say hello. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you watching. And I will do this again soon. Thank you. Mwah. Have a great evening or morning, wherever you are. There we go. Love, love, love. I just have to figure out how to stop this now.